Alright, I'm walking down over this hill to go dig some stuff. Try to find something old and nice. But before I get down there and talk about something, if you're walking over these banks with a rake like this with pointy things, you want to always keep a loose grip on it. So if you start falling, throw it away from you. Throw it as hard as you can away from you if you're going to fall, so you don't fall down and have that run through your eyeball or through your midsection. Some of these rakes are very sharp, and you want a sharp one. You want to keep sharpening these so they cut through the ground easy in them rusty layers. I'll get back on my first one. That's safety tip of the day. Yeah, see, there's just no lettering, but blue stripes all across it. Might have had a number up there at the top, but that's a $300 crock, but it's ruined. See, it's an old brake for sure. You can see the rust staining on the brake. A lot of them are broke like this, but that's promising. There's more than one crock in here. See, there's the rim off of that crock. Went right there. See, that's a shame. You know, that would have been a 6-month maker. That crock's worth $300. Just perfect. But it's worth nothing like that. Condition is everything. Definitely potential. Look at this little salt glaze crock, all destroyed. Bought a real old brake. Man. Yeah, I thought I had a day maker here, but that's just a slick 1 quart liquid. I was hoping it was embossed when I saw it, but it's not. So have changed for milk too. There's another piece of a stoneware like jug, all busted. Here's, I think it says 1940, but I ain't never found this. Asheville, North Carolina. That's a long way from home, but it's busted. Would kind of like to have that. Yeah, I haven't found one of these for a while. It's a screw top, but it's still an embalming fluid. It says Dr. G.H. Michael and Company, Cleveland, Ohio. You know, back in dump digging videos, I found 100 of these, but it's still worth taking. It's a shame that milk wasn't embossed. Later. Well, when I get down to the base layer of the dump, there's older stuff. I've talked about this before. Usually when I get in older bottles, I don't find any nice glass marbles because they were made later, like 30s to 60s. But I find clays and Benningtons. And see the Bennington marble? It's a cobalt blue, and I can tell it's a Bennington. It's nice. Look at this thing. It's got the spots all over. Let me wave it off. This is awesome. It's worth the trip for this. I don't find many of them. This is one of the coolest Benningtons I've seen. Look at them white spots on it with the dark cobalt. That's awesome. That's really nice, to say the least, and the condition's great. This is a salt glaze like marble. It's a clay one that's glazed in a furnace with cobalt blue, just like the crocks I found later. Yeah, there's definitely crocks in here. That could have said something on it, but there's just not enough of it to tell. Old brake for sure. It's promising. It's kind of a loose layer too. It's not compacted, so these things will make it. I got a whole pile full of crock pieces over there. Now is just finding another old one and whatever else I find along the way. Later. Yeah, I'm into the older trash now. I'm kind of following the base clay. It's in a real thick layer, but I think I got a poison bottle. Can't tell yet, but see it there? It looks like one of them poisons, and I found like a half dozen of these on my channel, and this kind of looks like a brownish yellow one. It is, folks. I'll have to watch. That's probably the poison. But I got a poison and a Bennington here. And I haven't, oh, it's perfect. Thought it was cracked, but that's just probably the poison in it. Oh, it's nice. It's yellow. I have brown ones and like odd color ones. Man, this will be nice in my poison collection. Look at that, folks. All right, I'll show it cleaned up in the clip after this. I'll have to soak this tonight. I just put on a monster of a video, so if you're just tuning in for the first time, on the left at the end, I'll put up the find I made in here in my last video. An extremely rare salt glazed croc with blue lettering. Now I'm finding other cool stuff. This is nice. That's a day maker. Plus the marble, now a poison. And I could have had a croc and a milk. And I ain't been here long, and look, I've been shoveling dirt over and I threw it right on my stuff. My coat, oh dude, lay that. All right, here's the poison bottle from this video. You can see it real beautiful, like honey colored brown glass. It's kind of honey. You can see it there. And here's other ones I've dug on my channel. There's a little bromo seltzer, I just got it out, but I just found one similar to it. You can see I got two darker brown ones, and I found this one on another dump. It's a little different. It's the triangular shaped cross section, but beautiful blue cobalt. It says poison on it. You can see what you can get if you save your stuff. You can show all this stuff, and I don't sell my bottles. You know how many poisons do I need? But it'd be nice to have a display of like 100 of them, wouldn't it? And all kinds of different ones, and hopefully I can find some different ones this year to go with these, and it'll turn into a pretty nice collection. But there you go. I just wanted to show you. You can see how nice the glass is. It's beautiful coloring to them. Well, anyway, thanks for watching. This is the stuff I'm looking for, salt glazed crocs. This one has color on it. It's probably one of them ones with the streaks across it, but another one. That way down there with the other ones. I got a good layer going, and I could never dig in here before because it's been so dry the last year. And this was packed as hard as concrete. Now we got a bunch of moisture in the ground, and it's rakeable, so you want to keep coming back to places and trying the ground. This is like a little glass, but I'd say it's some kind of food container, and it's old. Got it right off the base of the dump. This goes all the way back in that hill. It's really muddy. It's been raining overnight. I'm gonna have to get out of here. It's just too muddy, and I'll miss marbles. Look at that boot I threw down here. But you can see all the crock pieces. There's crock pieces everywhere. I did pretty good. I got a Bennington, an embalming fluid. I like the poison the best. I'm gonna look around for a few more minutes, but I'm gonna have to go. I'm whipped. There's crocs in here. See, there's another piece. There's lots of crock pieces. So chances are there could be another croc here someplace. I'm gonna have to look for it. It's a lot of digging. This is an old straight-sided. Look how aqua that is. And it says the Kubler's something. The Kubler Sandusky, Ohio. The Kuebelers. And that would have been some kind of soda that would have been awesome, and it's busted. Stink. But I have shots for that kind of stuff here now. There's another croc base sticking out, but it was one of them stinking tan ones. It might be whole, but it's kind of big. I'm not counting on it, but I'll get it out of there. I'm not gonna dig this one out live, but you can see it sticking out there. Later, another croc, but it's all busted up. These ones are only worth like 20 or 30 bucks anyway. Jugs, it probably had a little handle on it. They ain't very valuable. The salt glazed crocs are what you want. Later. How loose this layer is, there's a bottle sticking out right there at crown top. But the metal stuff's real nicely preserved. Look at this drawer pull, it's real ornate with flowers. Hopefully I can find another one. But you could still put that on something in the middle of a drawer, like a little cabinet that can be repurposed. That's pretty nice. Look how nice it is, and it's old. That's over 100 years old, but see that crown top? Might be a crown top ketchup, could be a soda bottle. It's some kind of beer. It's not that old, but there's old stuff in here. Look at this. I'm following up the hill, and I'm just kind of backfilling so I can go left and right and put all my piles of stuff out of the holes on either side right here in the middle. But all of this salt glazed crockery's coming out of here. Old door hardware. That's off an old door. The doorknob would have come through right there. But all salt glazed. Tons of it. It's everywhere in here. I might find another crock later. Another better embalming fluid bottle. Still only worth $3, $4, $5. But this is a champion one. And it's square numbers. It's all embossed up on every face. I put marbles in these. Marbles will fit down in the top. Find a cap here for it. Take it home, and I've got a saleable item just immediately. So 2 embalming fluid bottles, a nice Bennington, and a poison. And I haven't even been here 2 hours. And I'll take this slick milk too, you know. It's a shame on them Crocs, man. I'm in a pile of these now. There's another champion company. What are they, Akron or Springfield, Ohio? And then it says Leaside, Ontario too. These are embalming fluids. There's another one. I might find 300 of them. You know, I found at least 100 of these in videos on my channel in the past. But they're kind of desirable, kind of morbid. They're all embossed up. Some of them are brown, some of them have some color to them. But 3 embalmings. You get a nice variety of them, somebody will buy them. Even for a few dollars a piece or quick sales. The farther I go up the hill, the thicker the trash layer is. I don't know, 40s and 50s on top. I got to punch through it and get right to the base of the dump and follow it for the old Crocs and stuff. But right there's a good mason cap with an Atlas mason. That'll be perfect for marbles. We'll take that. That's kind of a cool jar. It's brown, probably a chemical of some kind. There's a Broughton's milk. It's ACL. I don't care about that. There's an Art Deco soda from Sistersville, West Virginia. Finding lots of stuff. You can't hardly not take that either. That's a beautiful condition Pepsi. It come out of that rust layer, and look what just fell down here. Oh, folks, busted. Look at this salt glazed Croc. Son of a gun, that would have been a year maker. Maybe a lifetime find if it said stuff too. But that's a nice Pepsi. Didn't even see that. It fell right out of the wall while I was looking at that Pepsi. At least get to see what this one was. Right here's the rest of it. Look how beautiful this thing would have been. Oh. That says something right here. Greensboro, Pennsylvania. Probably Hamilton and Jones or James Hamilton and Company. Yeah, Hamilton, there's the N, and Jones, Greensboro, PA, and look how beautifully decorated it is. This would have been, judging by the size of it, it looks decorated all the way around. And it looks like it has, it's a 2-gallon Croc. I would estimate the value on this in just acceptable condition, complete, maybe with a little cracky, $800, I would guess. That'd be worth maybe more than that. Just depends on who's bidding on it. But I don't sell none of it. I just try to give embalming fluids. These things are everywhere in here. At least I'll be able to find a bunch more of them too. It's hard to tell what's in here. This would have been a heck of a find. This is a milling wheel to grind like stuff on. Right there's the hole that goes through the middle of it, but it's busted. That would have been worth $100 if it was whole, but it broke. But here's some of the stuff I'm taking. I take them slick milks, even artists want them. You can do stuff with them, and they ain't making them, and that's a big perfect one. My favorite find of the trip's going to be this poison. I already have one like it, but the more I get, the more the display looks good. Not a real rare bottle, but it's like $8 to $10. 4 embalming fluids, a Pepsi. And I like this too, this Bennington marble. It's nice. It's a beauty. But lots of heartbreaking Crocs. I'll keep coming back. I'll add clips to this, so you'll see some stuff after this. I just found a Croc, so I don't need to put on a video for a few days. I'm just going to come back and try to find some more stuff to add to this video, so you'll see them clips up next. And I'll clean up the poison, like I said, and show you maybe some other ones in a clip later on in this video. All the ones I have. So thanks for watching. The next trip, raked out another one of these ceramic insulators. Got a few chips, but it's still worth taking. Look at that. Look nice displayed like that. I got a bunch of these. We'll take that. Not, you know, what I'm looking for, but it's a find nonetheless. I'll get back if I see anything else later. Thought I'd show you this since it's not bent or nothing. It's not silver. It's like plate. But it's got like a monogram up there. I find so many forks and spoons, you wouldn't believe it. Like a half a dozen every trip and sometimes 30. But there you go. Yeah, I just got a daymaker already. Keeping this down. I'm going in here, about right here is where I found the crock. I'm kind of moving this way. I've dug up into the hill there too, but I backfilled it all, which I shouldn't have done, but I didn't want to be filling in a bunch of holes. The people let me look here. I don't like to leave open holes even though it's on a dump in the middle of the woods. I usually try to fill them in. But look at this. You know what this is? I thought, man, that looks like a little feed container, and then I rolled it over and it's got embossing all over it. What do you think this is? And this is not a common size. It's a jumbo peanut butter, folks. Oh, it's beautiful. Look at all the elephant head embossed on it. It says jumbo, 4-ounce brand. The 4-ounce size is not common. The bigger ones are. It says peanut butter made from #1 Spanish and Virginia peanuts, salted Frank, F-R-A-N-K, Tea and Spice Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. You can buy these on eBay. That's a $10 jar anyway. And I've got every size, and I only have one of this one. That's awesome. It'd make a nice little drinking glass, a shot glass or something. That's nice. It's perfect. Get the lines on it. I love it. That's a day maker for me, since I only have one. Later. All right, it was a better day than I thought. I do not have this size. It's smaller than the ones that I had. You can see the different sizes of these. Here's one that's, I don't know how many ounces that is, but it's 5. This one's 4. I've never found the 4. I have the 5. I have these bigger ones. I have bigger ones too. This is 10.5 ounce. I have bigger ones, and then there's this rare one. That's rare. It's kind of got a fingerprint design on it. That's not common. This one is not real common either, because I don't have it. It's the first one ever, so I've probably got the whole collection of them now. So what a day. And you can see the variations in the elephant. They're different from different time periods. This one has lines on his snout, these ones don't. This one's completely different. It's just different times from like the 20s and 30s. These are awesome. Victory. New one I don't have. Later. You can see I'm opening up bigger holes today. I'm not going to be able to, stay a long time because this is brutal. It's wet ground, but I got my first marble. It looks pretty nice. Not sure what that is, but look at that right there. Let me wipe it off. All right, it's got like color on the inside. It's not a cat eye, you can see it. It might be like some kind of early vitro, but I'm not sure. But man, it's nice. See it there? It looks opalescent, and it's got all that. It looks like you're looking through a magnifying glass through it, like into a paperweight or something with a clear, thick glass, like a lens. That is awesome. It's real nice condition. Look at that. Man, that's nice. That's worth it. What I'm doing here. The jumbo peanut butter and a poison butter are cool finds, but this is the kind of stuff I'm looking for. And I just found an awesome one in my last video before this. I'll put up a link at the end, but the other stuff is just filler for videos. This is the kind of stuff I'm looking for. The only bad thing, it might take me 6 months to find another one. But I have lots of finds in between. That would have been, it's a Hamilton and Jones. That one, I showed it in a clip when I dug it out, I think. But that's what I'm looking for, folks. See, there's a rim off a different one. I've found so many pieces in here, and I know there's whole ones in here. There's a thick, kind of suspended rust layer down in the ground. And it's all jumbled. I'm on a hill, but there's old stuff here. And that's what we're looking for. Hopefully we can find some more of them. That's the goal. Alright, right down in there is where I found the crock. I've been coming up through the hill. You saw them pieces. I got that hole opened up. It's a lot deeper than it looks. It caved in on the back side. But I got that opened up, this opened up, and I'm going down in here There's a real nice rusty layer. You can see how muddy it is. It's almost too muddy to dig, but I'm just opening up some holes today, moving these rocks out. But I just got a nice coke. It's just a D-pat. It's Sistersville, West Virginia. It's nice condition. We'll take that. It's no case wear. Say it's from like 1950. But it's a cool bottle. Somebody in Sistersville will want it. Right, here's another salt glaze crock busted up. All exploded. Don't know if this said anything because we're missing a bunch of it, but it looks like just one of the plain ones to me. It's thinner, it's one of the later ones. But it's still old. I'm going to look around here a little bit longer, get these rocks out of here, and then I'm going to go. I got a few finds today, and that was the purpose to add to the video. Thanks for watching, folks. Check out my last video where I found an awesome crock right up at the left if you're just tuning in now. Some later stuff in here. I got a nice marble down there, but I just found another piece of a salt glaze crock. It would have been one of them little ones. It probably had writing all over it. It's one of these wee little ones. I can tell it would have only been 6 inches tall. That's a shame. But right here, it's one of these vitro agates with the windows going in the side. Let me wipe it here on my shirt real quick. It's a nice little one. It's a peewee one. Right there you can see. See, looking all the way through the marble, you can see it clearly there with the color veneered on the outside. Little windows going in both sides. That's kind of cool. It's got a clear strip across it there too. That's kind of nice. Nice condition. Look good in the frame or jar. Alright, I'm getting out of here. I farted around in here all the way up the hill. I got 3 holes opened up, some in here, a couple up there. I got lots of places to dig. It kind of goes to nothing over in there. The layer was only like 3 foot deep where I found that crock. And then there's base clay. But man, the layers go thick up in them mounds there. That crock's just rolled out here. Then more trash is just gradually slipped down the hill on top of it. But there's crocks up in that bank right there. It's hard to tell how many are right here, right around me. It's just getting to them with all, look at all these big rocks I've thrown down here. All over there, there's rocks. That's just brutal. That's why I'm leaving. I can't take no more. I'll be arrowhead hunting this week too. Thanks for watching, folks. Out in the woods, trying to dig some crocks. But I got these 2 marbles, and I'm really happy with that. That's a beautiful little jumbo. I've got a few other things, you know, the insulator and the other stuff I showed. Later.